And as healthcare workers do their part to fight against COVID-19, a St. George nurse is now fighting her own battle.
Toni Ferguson says she contracted the virus at work, and now her husband's fighting for his life in the ICU. News specialist Ashley Moser is live with their story. Ashley?
Well, guys, their story truly illustrates the sacrifices that healthcare workers and their families are making during this pandemic. Now, she and her husband, Clyde, both in their 60s, discussed possibly getting COVID during this pandemic. They talked about it since she works at a nursing home and she works with COVID-positive patients, but she didn't realize this was actually going to happen to her family. It wasn't until 3.5 weeks ago that she tested positive.
I hate calling the nurses in the mornings, because I know that it's going to be, another bout of bad news.
It's been 10 days since Toni Ferguson has seen her husband in person. The father of 5 has been fighting to beat a virus that's taken his ability to breathe on his own.
The doctors are saying this could be a 3 or 4 or 5 week long process, and don't lose hope. But it's really hard to do that when you can't be there.
As a healthcare worker, Toni says although she's had experience with COVID-positive patients, this case is different.
As a nurse, I can detach myself and look at everything clinically, but as a wife, I can't.
She believes she contracted the virus at work. After testing positive, she tried her best to isolate.
I have felt guilty about bringing it home, especially as sick as Clyde's gotten.
She says the only thing she can do now is support his nurses as she treats her own COVID patients, a request from her manager.
He said, if you're not too sick, he said, could you come in and work with these patients, because we're having trouble finding nurses who are willing to work with them. And I told him I absolutely would work. I needed to get out of the house.
Yeah, she's even working right now as she deals with her own COVID battle and her husband's COVID battle. Just a reminder again that all of these healthcare workers, their families, they are doing so much for our community. And Dave, I have a really quick update. She just texted me and she says she got her first negative COVID result. She tested positive about 3.5 weeks ago. First negative result, so she is now COVID-free.
Well, some good news tonight in a very challenging situation. Ashley, thank you.